Back at Dillion Motor Speedway in Dillon, South Carolina, the RC Cola Moonpie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour, the Seneca 100, sixth race of the 2008 inaugural season. Travis Cope with a win at New Senoia Speedway a couple of weeks ago. He will restart back several spots now behind Preston Peltier, Stephen McCurley. He needs to get going. Didn't start very well today.
And it's a surprise that he's this deep in the field because very similar to Senoia Raceway. A big surprise for me.
Single file restart. Jay Middleton brings him out of turn 4, and we are back underway to begin lap 3 here at Dillion Motor Speedway. This racetrack rebuilt really from nothing, from a pile of mud by Ron Barfield a couple of years ago. Beautiful new racetrack and a big crowd on hand for the first visit by the RC Cola Moonpie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour. Middleton starting to stretch it out here in the early going.
Travis Cope, a little bit of a surprise deep in the field. Jay Middleton, that's no surprise for him leading the race because we've seen that a lot this year. And he's just falling right back in that same old traditional, hey, I'm the pole sitter, and I'm going to ride this thing out.
John Bolin in third spot in the Bolin Excavating 2 car. He's got to get by Fontaine, I think, and get up to see if he can run with Middleton.
Right now, what he needs to do, just pace yourself. Take care of your tires, take care of your brakes. Brakes will become an issue at this place. There's a lot of straightaway speed, and you really got to slow the car down.
Eric Wallace to pit road. Remember, he spun and brought out our first caution. He did take the green on the restart, but obviously problems with that 9 car. Bolin trying to find a way to get by Chris Fontaine. Fontaine in that yellow and black 47 is second. Bolin in that white 2 car third. Preston Peltier, who won the season opener down at Mobile, Alabama, he's right back there in fourth. He was our quick qualifier, but Peltier seems to have fallen off a little bit.
You've got to wonder, though, these guys set up for the long haul. How much difference is the racetrack going to change this evening to help them or hurt them? A lot of things are going to come into play as this race develops.
Jay Middleton continuing to stretch the lead out. And that Redneck Pepper 74. He was our pole sitter tonight after the redraw. Quickest all day in practice. No sandbag. He was only the 5th quick qualifier when we went under the clocks. A little deeper in the field. Jeremy Mullinax in the 07 to the bottom. Tyler Millwood. And there's Travis Cope back there as well. Good battle for position.
Cope making that car a little bit sideways around the corner. Got that position. He can make the run off.
Millwood trapped on the high side. Kyle Fowler in that red 51F on the bottom. He's going to pick up a spot as well.
A lot of slipping and sliding right now, Rick. You can see these cars they're really muscling them around the racetrack. I'm waiting for them just to kind of settle down, let the car just ride along and be smooth.
Now the concept here, 100 laps of green flag racing, this race could end up going 130 or 140 laps depending on the number of cautions. You really don't want to have to take tires. If you have to come to pit road, the only real way to do it is if you have a cut down tire, right?
This is a great racetrack. The asphalt is in perfect condition and you're not going to see the tire wear issue, so track position is very critical. You do not want to hit pit road to try to get back to the front.
Back on board with John Bolin in the Bolin Excavating 2 car. To the bottom, trying to work his way around Fontaine. Seems to me he's got to clear Fontaine pretty quickly because Middleton's already started to check out.
Well, Fontaine opened the door up. He slid himself up. Now, can Bolin actually make the pass? I think he's got it this time.
Bolin to the bottom. He clears the 47 car. John Bolin moves to second in that 2 machine. And now we'll see if he can get going and chase down the leader.
The 5 car. That was a great opportunity for him to take that opening and go with him. Just couldn't quite get there. So he's a little bit off the pace here.
Watching action a little further back in the pack. Peltier in 4th spot. The race is for 5th behind him. Taylor Satterfield in the 40, trying to get by Stephen McCurley out of Texas in that black car number 1. Next in line is Jess Maddox in the 89 car. He started 8th tonight. And he is on the move forward. Satterfield to the bottom.
Satterfield had a great run off the corner, trying to dive in there. But what I don't like about Satterfield's car, you see a lot of rotor glowing. That means that car's going to get tighter and tighter as the night goes on. And whoa, good contact.
Jess Maddox in the 89, rubbing on Satterfield's machine a little bit. Couldn't get by him. Enterprise running order, top of your screen. Keep track of where your favorite driver is. Chris Fontaine in 3rd, Peltier in 4th. There's McCurley, Satterfield running 6th. Now, if you try to go to the bottom here to make a pass, that's not the fast way around.
Well, it flattens out when you get all the way down below that yellow line on the very bottom. That'll de-wedge the car. You might be able to do it for 1 lap, but you've got to be careful. A little contact up off the corner.
Scotty Ellis trying to hold off Travis Cope. This is for 10th. Ellis in the 83 car gives way. So Cope was able to bash his way past Ellis and pick up the position.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's just making a move. Once you get down the bottom, that's a little bit rubbing racing. That's all that is.
Scotty Ellis now and Kyle Fowler side by side for position. Looks like Ellis may have a problem. He's given up a lot of ground here.
Once you get slid up into that upper groove, you've got to give way to those guys on the bottom. And that's what they were talking about. Middleton was talking about. You've got to be on the bottom of the racetrack here.
31 car Tyler Millwood also making the pass up front. Meantime, Jay Middleton in the 74, the Redneck Pepper Machine, started on the pole, took off at the drop of the green, and look at this. He's got almost a straightaway lead over John Boland now.
He's in a position where he can just kind of roll out of that throttle, let that car drift in. You don't have to use a lot of brakes. That's the advantage of leading like this. You don't have to use a lot of brakes. That makes your corner speed faster, and everything starts getting better.
Boland in second. Preston Pelletier seems to me needs to get by Chris Fontaine as well. Fontaine started on the outside of the front row, just hasn't had the pace once we went green tonight.
His car's a little bit tight. He can't seem to get it to turn and cut right in the middle like he'd want it to, and he has to keep working with that. Now, the problem is the racetrack's going to keep cooling down, and it may get worse.
Pelletier in the 5, that silver and black machine out of Concord, North Carolina. Works at Hendrick Motorsports during the week, hangs sheet metal on Sprint Cup cars and on Nationwide Series cars. Races his own late model on the weekends in the RC Cola Moonpie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour. Running in fourth, good battle, second, third, and fourth, nose to tail on the backstretch here at Dillion.
Fontaine looks like he needs to roll the rear brakes a little bit.
Oh, trouble. Tyler Millwood is up in the wall, or not quite, almost in the wall. On lap 22, it's our second caution of the night. What do you think, Scott? Did he break something?
Well, you can see the skid marks headed up the racetrack. The window net's coming down. We don't see any body damage, so it's almost like something broke on this race car, and he finally got to stop before it hit the wall.
And we'll see if Tyler will be able to continue. Travis Cope's guys relaxing. The brand new ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour, a marketing platform like no other in this region. Mark Cunningham from Bay's Vehicle Wash talked to us about his new product.
We all know we're having a drought situation. Everybody needs to get involved in that. And the way to do it here is with this Bay's Waterless Vehicle Wash. It's a way to wash your entire vehicle without the use of water. You can do your rims, you can do your windows, you can do your paint, you can do the inside of the and outside. It's phenomenal. Do the entire thing without the use of water. So we're going to not only save water, but we're going to get a showroom shine.
Not a bad idea, as hot and dry as it's been so far this summer. Under caution at Dillion Motor Speedway. Right back with more of the RC Cola Moonpie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour. The Seneca 100. Middleton's led all the way so far. John Boland and Chris Fontaine, the rest of your top 3.